Libya divided. Khalifa Haftar and his forces are nearly 2 months into a push to take the capital Tripoli from the UN-recognised government. Haftar's men have now reached the airport road just south of Tripoli, and fighters loyal to the government are trying to push them back.
We have overpowered the enemy and we are now on the airport road. We have overpowered them and they will return to where they came from.
But Prime Minister Fayez al-Sarraj's troops are not just battling Haftar and his self-described Libyan National Army. An Aljazeera investigation has revealed several foreign-owned military planes based outside the country have been supporting Haftar. The aircraft have flown regularly between Egypt, Israel, Jordan and Libya. Their tracking devices were frequently switched off, concealing their movements to and from eastern Libya, Haftar's base. Private jets have also been used. One carrying military equipment was seen in 3 Libyan cities in April, then tracked flying from Egypt, mirroring Haftar's advance towards Tripoli on the 10th of May. And an Egyptian military cargo plane flew west out of Egypt on the 15th of April before it went off the radar just off the Libyan coast.
Over the last few years, a lot of countries have been supplying Haftar, without which he would never have been able to dominate Benghazi and the eastern parts of Libya. Primarily, it is the UAE that has been pointed out throughout the last 3 years or 4 years by the United Nations and multiple reports that it is the primary supplier of weapons and ammunitions and so on to the Haftar side.
Last week, the UN Special Representative for Libya, Hassan Salami, called for immediate action to cut off the flow of arms, saying many countries were sending weapons to Libya's warring parties. The country is under a UN-imposed arms embargo.
Both sides are violating the weapons embargo, and there are many countries supplying weapons to both sides, but the primary country furnishing arms to Haftar in the east is UAE, and the primary country supporting the defense of Tripoli in the west is Turkey.
This recent escalation in Libya's 5-year civil war has killed more than 500 people and forced more than 60,000 from their homes. Prime Minister Fayez al-Sarraj and Haftar have agreed national elections are needed, but critics say with third parties supporting the conflict, they're not the only ones at the table. Charlotte Bellis, Aljazeera.